Hand clap to the master, guys. We are finally back again. I don't like that clap. Hand clap to the master, guys. We are finally back again. Poto on them, brothers and sisters. For the second reaction video of this Mystelics reaction, guys. Definitely check the previous one I did. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Definitely check that out right there. Let us get into the vibrations right there, guys. Yesterday, I believe it was Happy International Waters Day. I don't know where people coming up with all these things. Next thing, Happy Grong. It have Grongs data. Well, if it have waters, they might as well, you know, have an international day for the ground. The water is flowing on the ground, it might as well. You see me? Anyways, guys, they had International Waters Day, and of course, Dominica prides itself, or says to itself, or maybe is in delusion of itself, saying that we have 365 rivers. I think we have, we probably had more than that, but you know, rivers are dying and whatnot. But my question here is, since we are celebrating International Waters Day, what has Dominica done as a result of celebrating International Waters Day? We consider ourselves to have 365 rivers, but the question here is, are we truly taking care of the river supplies? I think that there was a school that went, I think it was Dominica Grammar School, that actually went to the water, Dowasco. I think it's Dowasco it went to and whatnot. But when it comes down to Dowasco themselves, Dowasco need to understand that certain health things, I understand that they're trying to kill bacteria and so forth with the chlorine, but putting too much chlorine in the water is dangerous to human health. It's dangerous. You can check it out for yourself. You guys putting chlorine in the water and making it dangerous. You can actually get cancer from this thing. You know, you don't know that. Don't take my word for it, you know, guys. Go and do your research for yourself. Type it in and see, because apparently Dowasco doesn't know this. This is why a lot of us stopped drinking the pipe water. The pipe water from back in the day we used to drink because we know that it was totally different. And I know, because one of the things that I'm good at is taste. And I can clearly tell you, I noticed when the things were changing. I don't know if they changed management and whatnot, or they brought in some new thing to put in the water. I don't know. Or they added more or whatever. I don't know what was going on right there, but the water definitely changed. This is one of the reasons why we tend to go for source water instead of drinking the pipe water. We'll just bathe. And even in that, there's research saying that if you're bathing in this kind of water, it can be dangerous to you. But a small amount, it's still a small thing, but at the same time, you never know. 100 people might be there and only 2 people it affect. It's a small amount, but it still affects 2 people. Who knows? That person, that 2 people might actually be you. So when it comes down to putting things in the water, what exactly, do they do any research, or they know this and they say, well, it's minute, so we don't care. We can just put it out there. We can put things in the water and whatnot. Is that the case? Furthermore, we're talking about the preservation of water. Are we protecting our riverways? Are we doing this kind of things? I think it's vital when it comes down to this question right there that it needs to be answered. Anyways, guys, talking about water, brothers and sisters, let's go inside the human body. You wonder what this thing is, guys. Blend in 1.5 cups of water, 1 beet, 1 purple onion, 1 teaspoon of dandelion, 2 teaspoons of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of ginger, and 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, you're welcome, brothers and sisters. You're welcome. If you want to clean your blood, that's what you use. And I think they say you need to do it twice a week. You don't need to do this every day. You can just do it twice a week, guys, and it cleans your blood and everything like that. So there you go, brothers and sisters. You don't need to go and take a flush, you know, do all kind of thing. You know, you have it right there. And that's one of the things that I'm vexed about, because we have these things. We have the ingredients. We have the cures in the nature of the Caribbean. I think that's one of the things that we should promote ourselves as, but yet still, many people don't even know. This thing is one of this knowledge from the olden folk is pretty much dying down. I remember there's a particular incident of an individual who went to the hospital, and it seemed like he had some sort of stroke or something. Half of his body was not moving, and the doctors then were trying their best to do things with him, and they weren't getting through. Then one of my people them spoke to one of the herbalists in Dominica, I think in Tantan area and whatnot, and he made some kind of thing from the herbs and put things, and then started putting it, and the person recovered very quickly in about 3 or 4 days. The person, not even all that, about 3 days the person was fully recovered. The nurses themselves were wondering what's going on there themselves, but you see, so we have a lot of information that it seems to be dying down and has not been passed on to the next generation. So therefore, we are moving away from things that can actually help us as carbon creatures, and we are moving into more chemical-based stuff. Well, this stuff can actually help your blood, brothers and sisters. It cleans it out for you. Okay? All right. When you take the injection and whatnot, you can use that. One of my partners, them, he's a military now. He had to take an injection. He had to take a number of them. After he took a number of them, he went and he's from Africa. He drank some kind of thing that some ancient African stuff, and he puked out everything. He puked out stuff, and he was, he went to the bathroom and so forth. And so you can definitely detoxify your body from foreign substances that the body might not recognize early. When you drink this, it alerts the body very quickly. And of course, he took it, and then he cleared his entire body and whatnot. But anyways, guys, if I said right there, this is what you can use to actually clear your blood. And another important information out there, brothers and sisters, it is stating a United Nations alert. The body parts on the black market business, brothers and sisters, is booming. Right there. You can sell a kidney for this amount of money. A heart costs this amount of money. A liver costs this amount of money. And guess who has these things? Living human beings, brothers and sisters. So it's important that you do not fall for fake foreign agencies that promises work abroad. They promise you work abroad. Sometimes, hey, have a nice job for me. What? All right, let me go there and see. You need to vet out these things and get references and those kind of things there before you go. I'm not saying all of these things is bad. Some of them are actually good. And I encourage people living in Dominica to go overseas and get betterment for themselves. So it's important that and a lot of persons have thinking about that. A lot of persons have messaged me. Not a lot of persons, but a few persons have actually mentioned to me to do some research on particular things. And I tell them, no, that's not a good thing at all. There's no backdrop for this thing. Don't do it. Some of them send me stuff. Hey, that's a good opportunity for me, and they want to leave and blah blah blah. But I told them, no, that's not a good thing at all. So it's important that you also do your research to find out if something is good or not. Because it could be that this is what you're going to end up doing. When you go, I get in a job, I go in a job to go Canada or go in Iraq or whatever. Yeah, man, go ahead, man, go ahead. All right, then. And they never see you again. Your family think you're working hard, you can't reach them, what, no, boom, bang. Anyways, be aware of fake foreign agencies that promises work abroad. They process your papers, pay for your flight, brothers and sisters, pay for your ticket, and then take you abroad in preference that they want to get you a job there. But instead, when you get there, they literally take you out and harvest all your valuable body organs. This has been happening for a while, where they put out a United Nations alert warning people. So I'm putting it out there to you guys, warning you as well. You guys saw a flash earlier on. I saw this thing from Jamaica right there. And of course, I'm thinking of how people really say that they care about you. But Jamaica government is to increase minimum wage by 44%. 44%, brothers and sisters. Minimum wage increased by 44%. So I guess they're trying to do something right there and then. But in Dominica, brothers and sisters, what are we doing? We are looking at Roseau. Roseau shows off its historic Creole beauty on a sleepy Sunday. Let me take that up before I get muted, brothers and sisters. So this is Sunday. It's very quiet. Actually been to Roseau on Sunday sometimes. I remember I used to go and do some quattro stuff, playing some Spanish guitar, and I had to bum ride to go home. But college hitchhiking definitely, helped me. So you take a ride from Roseau to Kenfield, whichever ride that day. I used to do things myself for the sake of music in Dominica, but it's something else. Yes, sir. And they never used to pay you when it comes down to doing things for different companies. You just used to okay, thanks for it. You put that in your resume and stuff, so it gives you a little street cred. That's pretty much all it was. And then of course you got a little something for being a part of the events, food or whatever, But yeah, I used to do these things, man. Sunday is very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Not a person inside. Everybody resting, man. You have to rest your bones, man. As the great book says, he rested on the 7th day. Well, Sunday is actually the first day, but there's a whole other topic of that. Let me leave that alone. And this, of course, is the well-known. They just clean that, brothers and sisters. Do they clean this stuff, or do they leave it like this? But there's a nice sunset out there, man. Big up the sunset. Big up God's creation right there. Anyways, guys, moving along. This apparently is the international airport they are building, and of course you can see some of the trucks right there. The trucks are digging the soils and whatnot. I guess they're doing preparation. They are doing it again. I'll have to say they're doing it again, because to me they cleared the path, and I'm guessing this time they're digging So is the international airport coming through, brothers and sisters? Is it coming through? We see this happening. All right. And it's an interesting thing. I only got what, 6 seconds of this video. I don't know. Where's the rest of the video, guys? All right, then. You have to show me. Okay, Papa. Anyways, moving along right there, brothers and sisters. Apparently, they're saying that SUKIE might be outside and enjoying the Grenadian life. He's like, that boy Dominica, they're coming back. But I don't know if that is the case. I think his sentencing was for 6 months. To me, that should be up right now. And apparently, he's taking photos with individuals. I don't know what exactly is going on, but where exactly is he? He still seems to be very happy and whatnot. He don't really care. I guess that's his life. You know, understanding going in and out of the pen. But anyways, guys, they're saying, don't make joke. If SUKIE outside, send him back for us, please. All right? Don't make joke. If the man outside, send him home. Talking about nasty business. That's when you want. You're not happy that he's coming back, you know, free from whatever thing that is. And I personally believe that he was innocent in this, you know. But because the father them or whoever wanted to make a money on the hotel, they decided to do this, and as a result of that, that spun into something else. But I really believe that he's innocent. But of course, you know, because of the troubles and whatnot that he had in the past, people probably checking, well, that way that he'll have to face it on his own, and then he's gonna come back, and then they're gonna be using him again to do their business right there. Well, I mean, what else can he do? Hopefully, he doesn't go back to drugs and stuff. So at least he's better off in doing the music. Hopefully, he can get a bit better lyrical content when he comes on to his stuff. Or, you know, dope music and whatnot, making music. Let me say it now. Lyrically, he should be better when it comes on to the music. But of course, the instrumentals and everything go crazy when he's dropping on his thing right there. So if he's free, send him back. Well, I'll leave him in Grenada, please. There are more opportunities down there for him to shine. Anyways, moving along right there, brothers and sisters. So we actually have this thing. I know you guys have been mentioning, you know, this lady. Where is she? Some persons have been, what's the latest updates? Well, that is the latest update I've gotten, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to play it for you guys. Take a listen.
The young lady that is said to have been missing, disappeared. She arrived on island more than a month ago and said she was going to hike the different trails.
So it's not carnival she came for. It was carnival time, so I thought she came for carnival. But I know she was going to be hiking the trails maybe during that time, or she was going to be doing both, but she wanted to do this right there.
Through all the different forests. I'm listening to the police saying the dog confirmed she went through segment 4.
Which dog? That's the dog that they had the other day looking for Kenisha. Now, by the way, she's still missing, and Kenisha is still missing, okay? Hopefully it's not that same dog. I think the French individuals actually came to Dominica and they were doing this kind of stuff right there.
And she entered segment 5. You mean to tell me we don't have a gazebo with the security officer at the entrance of every segment and at the exit of every segment?
So the good thing about this, guys, is that apparently the dog took up a scent and realized that she went through segment 4 and went into segment 5. So I'm guessing that they're getting closer and closer to find out where she is. Hopefully she's somewhere in the bushes, you know. I guess back in the day, them Rasta used to take people and go inside bush. Yeah. And maybe she was on this segment and she heard some kind of drums or something and decided, hey, that sounds like something I might be interested in. I don't know, I'm just saying what I want, brothers and sisters. But on the basis of that, hopefully she's somewhere eating some grapefruit and tangerine and some coconuts in the bush, trying to live like Tarzan and Jane. Hopefully she's not, you know, gone. I can only hope that is the best possible, you know. Anyways.
And the entry and exit, both fellas have people, the forest guards would have radio.
I think that would be a good idea if you actually had different people at different segments. You have in the beginning, you have in the end. Segment 5 has somebody in the starting. Segment 6 has somebody starting. So when they come through, okay, yes, they made it through. They're going in the forest and they don't disappear and nobody knows who go where. If somebody decide, just like that partner, that student that came down to Dominica and check and he want to do segment 9, I think, Salisbury segment, the boy. The boy want to go and do Salisbury segment, the boy disappear from around 6 o'clock. 12 a.m. 1 or 2 a.m. the next day, they get him. Thank God they get him. At least he was an expert in this kind of thing, so he knows, He knows his stuff, but at the same time, he did it on his own. My question here is, where's the girl? Was she by herself? Did she decide to do it on her own? And if she decided to do it on her own, I think it would be logical, especially when it comes down to actually providing jobs for people. You would have some people at the segments according to this individual. What the individual is saying makes sense. Have individuals at the both sides of the thing, so that, you know, when the person makes it through, great. They can say, okay, you make it through, wonderful. You know, I think that would be smart, no? Don't you think so? I think that would be smart. But apparently in Dominica, we don't seem to be thinking that way. That would have created jobs, one, for a number of persons. How many segments is have? 21 or 9 segments? How many segments? That's 9 or 21 jobs that could have been created as a result of that. You know, going back to the people, money going back to the people, and then they use it in society. That, of course, will make a circulation of the money. That would be nice. True? No? All right then. And another thing, if you actually have this and somebody went missing, it'll be much more easier to know exactly what wrong, which span of area the person is. But if you don't have this, what are going to happen? Another thing, we have heard that a number of persons have gone missing in Dominica. My big question to the individuals in charge, the authorities in charge, what exactly has the authority figures or the police themselves done to equip themselves to be better able to go and find missing people? What have they done? Another thing I think people need to do is charge your phone now. Well, the guy who came down to Dominica, the student guy who went out, he charged his phone, and of course his phone died on him. I guess on the way, maybe he was texting while he was going, I don't know. But at the same time, I mean, people need to be able to become in the bush. Guys, let me tell you something now. Dominica might look small, you know. It looking small, but go and lose in the bush and you will see. Go ahead, go and lose in bush. Go and lose in bush. Well, thank God it have rivers, so you can always trail straight down to rivers. But sometimes these rivers don't always go to the sea. They go within the middle of the mountain and they stop. So what do you think is to the sea taking you? You have to go on the main river to go down to the sea, because some of them don't go down to the sea. So that's another thing. But I find it very disturbing that the police know that individuals have gone missing and nobody have done any sort of training, not to my knowledge. Do you guys know? Because not to my knowledge, nobody, they don't get the equipments, they don't get nothing. Not to our knowledge, they don't tell the public anything. Have you guys known? I don't know. Help me understand. Leave that in the comment box below. No sort of training, nothing like that. We just have to say, oh, we go and search in the bush. Just, oh, let's go and search in the bush. When there's technology you can actually use to go and find people. I mean, but then again, you have a set of incompetent people in leading positions in Dominica, and you expect competence to happen? Foolish! That is foolish thinking right there. So obviously, I mean, come on. But at least, guys, do something now. Do some training. Get the right equipments. Learn to use the equipments so that when people go missing, and more people will most likely go missing, because a French girl come now and she disappear.
They're supposed to have radios or they
That is another thing. I went to do the research. I'm not this research. I went to search for the girl in Watton area. No, Watton no. Yeah, I think it's Watton area. We went up there to help in the search, and I looking at the police officers and seeing how they acting. Them people don't even have walkie-talkies now, boy. Them people have to be shouting. When we went to go and look for the partner, shouting. So if the partner in the bush listening, hey, they coming up in the bush, the partner might go somewhere else and go and hide. They don't have no walkie-talkie, magwesa. I mean, come. Anyways,
telephones to be able to contact each other.
I just pray God I don't lose. Why them people have to come and find me? Oh God, please protect me.
To know when anyone enters, at what time, what segment of the trail,
yep,
and what time they exited, and if they don't exit by a certain,
then you know exactly around this sphere that they will be. You know what area they will be. It'll be much easier to confine them. That makes total sense. Why aren't the leaders thinking of this thing? Or are they waiting for somebody else to think it for them? Really? I mean, come on. You can do better than that.
Time that they go looking for the person, so they have no knowledge at all when the girl entered. Which
tell you, boy. Yes, sir. Furthermore, did the girl go and do this by herself? That's another important question I want to know. Did she tell anybody where she's going, what time she left, all those kind of things there? Did she even make it to the trail? Well, they say the dog took up a scent. Who knows? I don't know. Dog doesn't speak English, coming. But anyways.
Segment at what time? No forest guard at the gas.
You stop that now. What is forest guard? We know what is forest guard in Dominica. Huh? People going missing. I mean, logic. Just thinking logically. We just using your brain. We and say, but hey guys, number of persons were missing. We try our best to find the people. Nothing could happen. What can we do to improve that situation so we are better able to go and find missing people who go, especially in the segments? We say we put people in the different. I mean, that is simple common sense. We it's like we want people to go missing. We just want people to go missing, and then we pretending like we care. Oh, let's go and search in the bush. It's still bamboozling in my mind. But the police found the guy who apparently took the girl. Instead of bringing him down alive, they went up in the bush with live ammunition. You only know about rubber bullet, only about netting, only know about nothing like that. Live ammunition, only know about tranquilizer. Back where size carry all you want to carry the man. Tranquilizer, nothing. The only person that would know where the little girl is, only decide to take his life, knowing that he had different things, he had a sab and all those things there. They say that he left it when them fellas found him and he decided to roll up in the bush, dig out on them, man. No, all you looking for somebody else. We back to square one. Yeah. Anyways, guys, moving along right there. So apparently Timal is in the building. Timal is in the building and Timal has something to say. Timal, what you have to say to us now?
Really and truly, no. I just want to big up all the DJs in Dominica. You check me, Timal? Yeah, man.
Big up the DJs, all the DJs.
And big up all DJs in Dominica.
Yes.
And now, I remember from the LGBTQ there.
The ANTIMAN.
I don't know your name, but I'll name you Guyana.
And the way you don't talk without us prepared. The way you don't talk, Guyana.
I don't know your name, but I'll name you Guyana. So now, Guyana, I think no, you're not a real gay. Gays doesn't feel afraid.
So he's saying he's a fake anti-man. He's a fake anti-man, huh? He see it on TV and say, hey, but I looking nice. Let me incorporate it in.
Indeed, and real gays doesn't feel bad.
Real gays don't have no soul inside them. So it's true. Them man just come on bold face. They're looking well and out of this world. Aliens, that people be boy. And they just come in and show. Yeah. But human beings are fallen from the grace of the Most High, boy. They are fallen, man. And that is what you're trying to emulate.
I think no, you're not a real gay. Real gays doesn't feel offended, and real gays doesn't feel bad.
They don't feel nothing. They don't want to push their agenda in your face.
Let's say now you're a real gay in front of dance floor and a DJ playing boom bye bye. The real gay not going to feel offended.
That is true. Some of them I even saw when they had the carnival stuff and they was playing this thing. They dancing. They dancing. They playing them real tracks, Buju and all the tracks that they playing. And they dancing. So them people, I myself, these people are reprobate minds. Reprobate minds. These people are gone. The great book says, "My spirit shall not always strive with man, when man is recompensed against himself." So that which is against nature, who is God? To say, oh, well then God can definitely change people, but God's spirit doesn't always strive with money. And when God's spirit stop with you, Father, boy, curse me the day you was born, me boy. There's no turning back for you, no boy. When God's spirit, boy, mommy, hey,
You make me vex so.
Oh, I think they send this to me because they say that is holy boy. No, I think they say because no, they somebody sent this to me, in a group saying, they watched my video and I was vexed. So that's their movie.
You make me vex so. You make me vex.
All you know is that.
You make all my yeah on my.
Boy, Mr. No boy, no. So use a trans then. That's why you say nunca. But what a world it is, boy. Hopefully I get to take that out. I have to put my hand up for me to know where to take that out. But Mr. Easy boy. Hey boy, Mr. Easy. So some people have been sending me this thing. I think this is from Kenny G in regards to the whole ANTIMAN situation. And apparently this is somebody's son, man. That is clearly a little boy that doesn't have a father. He doesn't have a father in his life. He doesn't. You cannot tell me your son like that and use his father. No, you can't, Mr. have a father. He don't have a father, man. What kind of conduct is that, boy? Anyways, Kenny G had something to say right there.
Boys, them boys, them people have more than father, man.
Hey, they don't have.
Them man more than father to sing their ways, man.
But J blows, you have to get me. J blows, you drive out the foolishness. That's what the great book says. Drive out the foolishness from them. But you know, sometimes, you know, some mothers self probably stressed, you know, they stress, you know. So.
My brother, I see how much little boys, how much young little boys playing Mark 1.
Yeah, but
playing thing. Them man more than
probably in the water messing them up maybe or something, I don't know. But they need the help, man. They need the blood of the Most High to save their dirty ways. Stop your dirty ways.
I'm supporting naughty boy. But never make a little boy, but Mr. Grace that really to take boy. Boy can never be your father, but don't
boy,
tell people about daddy, you know, boy.
Boy, I go to the mountain and sit on the ash, father. If I have a child, my child come like that. Yes, sir. Oh, rebuke that. Satan, stay far from me.
I come in school bullface and tell the whole class like a burger and you be without your father, boy, in your mouth.
Boy, Kenny, no easy, no boy. Kenny, check it, come in the school and tell him, I not your father, boy. Who's your daddy, Kenny? I not your father, boy. Yeah, boy. That is automatic disownment. But I think a lot of parents have a lot to pay in this part. This guy most likely doesn't have a father figure in his life. He doesn't. You cannot tell me he does. It's impossible. There's a thing, I think I have it there. No, let me get it. And this is it right there, brothers and sisters. So apparently, this little youth, let me make this thing bigger. This is why it's so important to have father figures in the home. And I'm gonna scroll through this. The little boy, so apparently he was there and he ended up, you know, sleeping from the chair and ended up on the floor. Now the mother, this is the mother right there. The mother saw him go down and she's like, oh no, come little baby, come little baby. The father's like, no, let him get up on his own. You too like to baby him. You too like to baby him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him learn on his own. Let him become a little independent so that he learns. No, the mother still say, no, let me come and take. Leave him alone. That is important of a father. And that little boy, guess what that little boy did? He learned to climb and he went back up on the chair. It's important, brothers and sisters. That's how important father figure is. This is why if you make children, I want him fellas, stop putting all your seed inside people. Some of all you don't even know. Men are the life givers, you know, of this earth. Men are the life givers. Women are the life bringers. There's a difference. We give the life to the woman. She then inculcates it and grows it in her stomach. And then she brings it out into the world. Without the man, there is no life, brothers and sisters. You just have an egg. The egg, the real thing. The little swimming thing for YouTube sake, I wouldn't say much. The swimming thing, brothers and sisters. Let me stop this and start this back. The little swimming thing, brothers and sisters. That's the living part of the humanity, and then it joins into the egg. And then that then start multiplying. Remember, it goes into the tail detaches itself and the living substance goes inside. When it gets inside, it starts multiplying. It's not the egg that starts multiplying, you know. is the little soldier that goes inside there, makes its way into the egg and start multiplying. That is the life right there. And it starts multiplying and multiplying and multiplying, coming to a baby. That's what you see here. So it's important to also have a proper father figure that would really let the little ones learn instead of the mothers babying them. When they baby them too much, they feel like the world owes them all kind of things. That's one thing I learned growing up. The world owes you absolutely nothing outside of what you work for. Some people they say they deserve. A lot of women are narcissistic in their behavior, thinking, I deserve this and I deserve. No, you don't. You don't deserve nothing in this life outside of what you work for. Nothing. And when you get blessings, and blessings fall on everybody, when you get blessings, be thankful for the blessings that you do not deserve in the first place. So that is important right there. Anyways, guys, so a number of persons was sending me this, telling me that the guy responded to me right there, brothers and sisters. So he responded on one of the videos. I saw it and then I clicked it from my video. So sorry for all those who were sending me screenshots. I actually got it right there to say, okay, not that I didn't believe all you, but I had to go there and see for myself. So he's saying this right there. Thanks for joining the train, Mystelics. Fire on that. First of all, I'm not joining no train where you in fire, burn the other, living fire on that. I'm not in the train business, sir. Okay? I'm not in the train. You're on your own there. Your choo-choo train and my choo-choo. We're on two different trains. So I didn't join the train. I'm not a man who is against you. I might be against your dirty ways, but I will tell you the truth. Because somebody that cares for you, I don't know who you are, but I care for humanity in itself. And when you're doing something that is against nature, you want me to stay quiet. I think that is the problem that a number of persons have actually had. Instead of they listen to people who actually care about them and they care about their mannerisms, what they do, they reject them and they say, oh, that is my behavior and that is what I can do. Human beings are not robots. We can always change up ourselves. There are many people who are in that lifestyle who left it. It took them a while for them to change as a result of being so many years inside there. But they have changed. There's one particular girl that I follow. She used to be one of the studs. You know what I mean? Them studs. She's married and has like three children, going on 4 children, I think. And she's out there and she's, God changed her life around. It is not important to jump on train, but to tell you the truth, it's not about jumping on train. I didn't jump on no train. Fire burn that father. Anyways, he says Mystelics vlog. So apparently you must have watched my vlogs. This is actually Mystelics Reacts. This is the reaction channel right there. I do hope you got amazing results from the video. Maybe increase your following. I don't need. What? First of all, getting following on YouTube is not the issue. Audience retention is the main thing on YouTube. That is the main thing on YouTube, not followers. I could get how much followers because I have how many friends who have millions of subscribers and tell them to share my video. Some of them wanted to do that. I tell them no. I rather the organic. And the organic is what paying for my things right there, brothers and sisters. You have to understand this. But I guess you don't understand because you're not a YouTuber. So it's not about getting following. It's not about that. I rather have a set of people who tend to watch my videos all the time than getting new followers. Who are steady and understand what I'm saying, and then there's change that can happen as a result of this thing. We back and forth. Give me your views. I give you my views, and we go from there. That's why I tell you guys to comment in the comment box below. It's not about followers. What is that? What is that? That is nothing, my boy. Anyways, he said, "I wish nothing but happiness in your life. Thanks for wishing happiness in my life. I'm already happy, so I don't think I can be. If I'm more happy, I think God will take me and go. I can't be more happier than I am right now. So thank you so much for that right there. I'll not react to your video because I'm over this social media nonsense. It's not about being over social media nonsense, sir. It's about you listening to what people say. It's not just about this is where I feel. Listening to what people say and understanding what can you take from it. It's not nobody. You can have your dirty ways and do your thing in your private. You will destroy yourself as a result of that. But I tell you, people always think people are against this. We're not against you, sir. You have dirty ways. You admit your dirty ways. Come in and put all kind of thing on you and think people are supposed to accept it like that. Of course, people are going to talk about it. Of course, it's not attention you wanted now. When you get in it, it just apparently backfire in you. And the way you thought that it would have happened to you. Use your brain, sir. Your brain, SUKIE. I'm over the social media nonsense, but remember the world is a cycle. What you give is what you get. I know. I can tell you the world is a cycle. That's a very true statement that you make. It's a very true statement. So what cycle did you live for you to be getting that kind of repercussions now? Human beings are not foolish, you know. A lot of people know what is going on. They're just staying quiet. But from people who actually care about humanity, and maybe your friends, them would say, well, if your friends don't tell you about your dirty ways, they're not your friends. And it's important to understand, okay, if you don't want to listen to humanity, listen to God, what has God said in his word, my boy. It's not about what people say I have to say about you. Nonsense! You put things out there, people reacting. What do you expect me to do? Especially when they send it for me. I react to videos people send to me. That's how it works. That's how I know you even made this comment, and when I watch my thing, that's why I ended up seeing that comment right there. So it's important to be mindful of these things. It's not about people being against you, those kind of things, my boy. Listen to what people telling you. You want to make noise for what you cause? Stop your dirty ways. Bless up, love the video. I don't care. Thanks for loving the video. I don't care if you love the video or not. It's not about loving the video. It's listening to what is being said and say, hey, what that makes sense, eh? Or that doesn't make sense. Or try to go there and say, you know what, that's what Mystelics say. You think that makes sense? I mean, we have to critically think about things. It's not about how I feel. There are many things that I feel to do, I would not do it because based on feelings. Feelings doesn't guide proper decision making, father. Especially when your life is in detriment to the lifestyle that you want to live. And you come in on social media with all kind of things and think that is cool. That is not cool, sir. Nobody's against you. We want you to be the best version of yourself. Who knows what life you have lived or what kind of happened to you and those kind of things there. But human beings can change. We can't accept mediocrity even in human beings and their lifestyles itself. That is not cool and not good. It doesn't help you in the long run at all. So anyways, I also saw this video right there. You're calling some DJ's names and this DJ checking. What?
There was a DJ that was on the promenade recently, and he was literally vibing with me, and all what's his name?
Boy.
DJ what's his name? Jerks, all them people there.
Me? No boy, lowrider that's play on the promenade.
Hey.
Not them days, boy. New Year's and Christmas I play on the promenade, boy. Me? No boy, not me.
So apparently you must have mixed up whoever was vibes in a few, it seems. I also saw another one. I should have clipped that one where DJ MJ was. I think DJ MJ said that you probably made some statement about him that he had no idea he was not vibes in a few and this kind of things there. This is exactly what I said the last time. You think they were vibes and you know they weren't. Not many people accept these things. Some people just don't care. Some people will say they're not vibes in you and this kind of things there. This is why it's important to understand how the Most High has created you. Born what I say, Father. Go and listen to what the Most High has tell you. If you think it's joke I making, it's not joke. It's important to listen to this kind of concepts, especially knowing who your creator is and what your creator created you to be. Not what you want from yourself. That's why a number of persons will feed into feelings, and as the world is going, that is the problem with the world. A number of persons is going to how they feel. This is why I even mentioned about the proper father figures in the house. They teach a disciplinary fact. It's not just acting on your emotions. This is why I even mentioned sometime about talking about single mother homes. They are responsible for the most delinquent people in society. And the statistical advantage is with the father who raised children, or with the mother and father, or in mother and father homes. This is why we even saw the guy. It's clear to see he doesn't have a father. It's very clear. You cannot tell me he does. He does, you know, but it's not his life. And another thing, I don't know why ladies all you need to listen to that as well. Or you need to stop making children a deadbeat. It is all your choice to make children with those people. You allow yourself to go and be in relations with particular people who are not good for you. And then you want them to be proper father figures for the little ones that are coming up under you, and you are the one causing that. Guys, it's important to listen, eh? Anyways, he also made another statement right there stating this.
Come around with 3 women, and I see the man, yes, I big up the man.
So he was there. So apparently he was saying he wasn't there and you played somewhere else. So apparently he was there then.
And the Penfield man.
Maybe you didn't play then.
Massive. I even call his name, tell him big up himself one time.
So what he was saying was making sense then. So what he was saying was making sense. You big him up.
Yes. And
don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with bigging up people, you know. Nothing wrong with bigging up people. Because human beings are human beings at the end of the day. Are you bigging up their lifestyle? That is not a story. That is where the defining point is.
all night the man pull up there. He was a good distance away from me, you know. He and the woman vibing, dancing, doing their thing, you know. Yeah, and then he come, he asked me what I drinking. I tell him ginger wine. Yes, the man give me a ginger wine to drink. Yeah, nothing wrong in that. Yeah, so when the man also himself never disrespect them in no way. So, yeah man, we must stop judge people. Let God do the judging.
Nonsense. So this is why I agree with you, Mr. DJ Drix. This is why I disagree with you. Human beings always judge people. It's whether they do it vocally or they do it internally. They say don't judge people. First of all, the great book never says you not to judge people. It says judge not lest you be judged. In accordance that which you are judging yourself, you should, in accordance to how you are judging others, you should also judge yourself the same way too. That is important right there. It's Tupac that said judge not, only God can judge me. That is not the great book. God never tell you that. Human beings are inclinated in the natural being. It's inside them to judge, because that's how you know right and wrong. That's how the little ones, when they're growing up, they know within themselves, but they'll watch you and see how you acting before they go and do it. They know when they do. Look at the little ones. When they do something wrong and they hear the mother, father coming, they run in because they know it's deep inside them. They judge themselves, knowing that they have done something wrong. So it's not about not judging. Everybody judges. We two hypocrites saying people, I don't judge. You lie. I was listening to a particular woman saying she doesn't judge, and the next few sentences she's saying other things. I say, isn't that judging? She say, yeah, but you say a while ago you doesn't judge, so it sounds nice on paper. That is the problem that I have. Everybody judges people, okay? Stop lying to yourselves and say people doesn't judge. Nonsense. Judgment begins on the earth. It begins with yourself too. But when you see others doing things, you want to pretend like you see in a blind eye. Another thing I notice in society is when, well, that country doing it, so I can do it too. But it's wrong over there. If it's wrong, if 100 countries doing it and it's wrong, it's still wrong. So it doesn't matter if it's your country or they're doing it already, or poverty is outside there, so we are poor too. Nonsense! We can change the status quo. Look at St. Kitts. They're changing the status quo on themselves. They changed it, what, 5-10 years ago? Elevating themselves. Dominicans going over there making big bucks. But they will never make in Dominica. It's important. All this I say, I hope all you guys understand what I'm saying. Anyways, I go too long on this. Yeah, but we all judge, so it's not about not judging. You need to judge your friends. Hey, you see a man stealing, you're not going to say, boy, I'm not going to judge Mr. He's stealing, no? He's not stealing, man. He's not stealing. You see him stealing, but say, coach, I don't want to see him steal. It's not that he doing. No, he touching the product, no, man. Or he put it in his pocket. No, man, the product probably cold, so you want to warm it up for him to put it back on the shelf. You lie to yourself. You see him stealing. You know he's stealing. Tell him stop his dirty ways. That's what you have to do. Human beings are human beings. You accept them, you embrace human beings. Everybody has their flaws and certain things that could have happened to them when they're growing up. Understanding that fact, yes, that's a psychological thing. But then to accept the flaws, just like how people saying about, boy, I tell you, that was something else, changing genders and saying, oh, that's okay. Only later on, these people find out, last they make a big mistake. And the people who have changed their genders, boy, tell you, boy, human beings, not easy, no, boy. Anyways, before I go on a whole other tirade there, I go too long. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. And this is pretty much all about for this here reaction video. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come for us. See you guys in the next one. Boom, bang.